I'm going to give you two examples here real quick. Example A, both of these are teachers. Example A is a teacher who gets to go to the nice prep school, the school that's consistently had high grades, the school that's year after year gets good funding, gets new textbooks, gets new materials, just a well-ran school and institution, right? He goes to that school and his class averages out to be 3.5, right, for GPA. You're thinking, great, he's a great teacher. Now I give you example B. Example B goes to a school in a not so great area. A school that doesn't get as much funding, has old textbooks, does not have access to the resources, has some misbehaving, challenging kids that he has to work with, has some not as attention to detail or well-managed superior. And he goes there and he gets the most out of his kids, but his kids only get a 3.0. Who's the better teacher? If I gave you these two scenarios, I think the common person's going to go with the guy who goes to the less fortunate school, has less to work with, and gets a similar result. Well, if we look at the NFL, there's two guys who have jumped out to the leaderboard for Coach of the Year. Vance Joseph with Denver, who's 2-0. Sean McVay with the I'm already messing up. Sean McVay with the Los Angeles Rams. Vance Joseph, as big of a Denver diehard fan I am, is not Coach of the Year. Love him, but he's not Coach of the Year. And why is he not Coach of the Year? Because he inherited a top 5 defense. He inherited 2,000-yard wide receivers. He inherited what is a pretty good draft pick after coming off a year that he wasn't involved with. He inherited John Elway, who's a great general manager, a great boss. And he inherited a winning organization in the Denver Broncos. Sean McVay, on the other hand, inherited the Rams, who just moved to Los Angeles, who have shaky ownership, who are not a winning organization. Have honestly a 10-year stretch with Deacon Jones and that defensive line in the 60s, 70s, and then a 4 or 5 year run with Kurt Warner and the greatest show on turf. Otherwise, that franchise is far closer to the Cleveland Browns than they are the New England Patriots. Sean McVay goes into that situation, and whereas Vance Joseph, Denver's defense is playing great, but they were already great before Vance Joseph. Sean McVay went to the Rams, who had Jared Goff, who was seen pretty much as a bust already by most people. Todd Gurley, who even though he was the rookie of the year, had such a down second season, people had to give up on him. A guy in Tavon Austin, who people were like, yeah, he's explosive, exciting, but Trade for Sammy Watkins, and they're like, yeah, I mean, he's shown flash, but it's the Rams. What are you going to do? Have you watched the Rams this season? Like, have you paid attention to what they're doing right now? That team has Jared Goff looking like a Pro Bowl quarterback. Todd Gurley is the first player since Calvin Johnson to have 6 touchdowns in his first 3 games. Sammy Watkins came alive last night. Tavon Austin's hurt, so he hasn't been doing as much. But that offense is a complete 360 from what they were a season ago. If I told you that as bad as Jeff Fisher is with offense, which is he's probably ended guys' career because he's not familiar with the nuances of offense, Sean McVay has resurrected, revived, replenished, use any big word you want, but he's done a miracle with the Rams. And he's coming from a position of no power. No one thought Jared Goff was going to play this well. No one thought Todd Gurley was going to rebound like this. No one thought the Rams are going to be good. The only thing you don't give him credit for is the defense. Because like I said, the defense was already really good from last year. He has Aaron Donald. He's got some other really good players. And the thing he has that really helps out is Wade Phillips. In a year, it's not far-fetched to say Sean McVay as the head coach / offensive coordinator and Wade Phillips as the assistant head coach / defensive coordinator is the best personnel in the NFL. You could take all 32 teams, compare offensive and defensive coordinators, and Sean McVay and Wade Phillips, despite the biggest age gap of any of them, Wade Phillips is 73, Sean McVay is 31, that is the best set of coaches to be calling your offense and defensive plays. Sean McVay is the teacher that has less to work with, goes to the harder situation, and he's doing more with that situation than even Vance Joseph. Sean McVay is your 2017 NFL Head Coach of the Year. He's winning with the Rams. Come on now. Only competition is if it's like Hugh Jackson turns around and the Browns win the next 14 games. Then, Hugh, you got it. You win 14 games with the Browns, they'll probably put you in the Hall of Fame. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes. Also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. If you'd like to see more videos, click right here on my chest. And I will see you guys next time.